right, city of Castlegar, we out of here. Should probably fill Grace's tank up as well, but there are a couple Esso stations along the highway, so maybe we'll stop at one of those just to change things up a bit. It's quite the exposure on my shirt. Hello?
Through this world, will you guide me? Through this pain, will you always hold my hand? When I need you, when I don't know what I'm doing with myself, I'm a lost soul, walking through this world like I have some idea. When I don't, and I take on the baggage 'cause I think that I can, and I wait for the right time to go with my plan and come to you and tell you how I feel. And when the morning comes, I will feel that I am brave again. And when you pass me by, I will smile and then I'll walk away. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. It's just
That's a nice little store in there. Yeah, it's an Esso, but they got like everything. It's like a little food mart, liquor store, et al. And sadly, I could not find M&M minis for the surprise, so she's gonna have to get settled for regular M&Ms. And before we get back on the road, I'm gonna fill up the water bottle because I pretty much powered through the entire thing. And now there's nothing left to do but get our buckets back to New Denver. Sure are a lot of floaties in that bottled water.
when the morning comes, I will feel that I am brave again. And when you pass me by, I will smile and walk away. And then I'll think of it, think of it. And then I'll crave for it and feel it all over again. And when the morning comes, I will feel that I am brave again.
Hi, Daddy. How
sweetheart.
is your working?
Going good, how's it working?
Good. What's that?
This is the gasket maker I picked up in Castlegar yesterday.
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh, careful. All right. We got our gasket maker. Let's make us a gasket, shall we? All right, get the lid, whatever, punctured. Put on the applicator tip, just the tip. And we're gonna put this all around here, just like when I was doing my rear differential. So, don't wanna go too nuts, but there it comes. There we go. Oh, well, let's speed this up. All right. It got a little excited and got itself all over me from the other end. Hate when that happens. Let's clear this away from the threads. Not that it's the worst thing, but all right. Looking pretty okay. Might just do another dab or two. Where was I saying? Right here. Go. Okay, I'll be there in a second. I'm busy. Thank you. All right, now we just got to put this back in here and line her up as we do. The nice thing about this is we can use this little rubber grommet guy here. It's not a grommet, but still, that's kind of a guide. And we'll smush this down. Make sure our holes are looking good. Not too shabby. Got a little bit of splooge happening out some of these holes. Clean that up. And we've got ourselves a gasket. I'm not sure how long this stuff takes to set. I bet you it's on the squeeze tube. All right, looking pretty spiffy. All right, so I'm just gonna put the screws in. We will then wait for this to set up and we will do the second gasket, which will go up here. Very fancy. There, we're all pressed down. Star pattern as much as we could. What do you think about that, little girl?
I don't know.
Look at, you see the orange? See that inside?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a gasket.
Is that red paint?
It's not red paint. It's kind of like red silicone. All right, did you say you needed help with your bike?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Let's go to the road.
All right, that's the best place to ride your bike. This is not a bike. How did I get suckered into this?
Hi.
Hi. Okay, and back at it. Try and get this together so it has time to set up. How long does it take? Let dry for 1 hour, then tighten to torque specifications. Allow 24 hours to fully cure before filling with fluids or returning to service. 24 hours. We don't have that kind of time. All right, so gotta get the glow plug in. Let's not do that glow plug. We're gonna do my OG glow plug. Just gonna slide her right in there with that new atomizer screen. Spin it on. Quality content. Quality content. All right, now where's that? The tool. There, so you don't bend the wires. Get that on there. Hand tighten. Put a little screwdriver in the hole. Give it another little tighty tighten. It's pretty snug as a bug. All right, glow plug is back. Slide the little orange shielding back down. Yikes. Pray for the best. The only problem with this RTV gasket maker thing is when you take it apart next time, or well, you won't be, but when I do inevitably, I have to clean up the mating surfaces, right? So you have to get like a razor and slice all of the silicone off, which is annoying, yes. But if it's a better seal for whilst it's in service, then there you go. All right. Looking pretty fancy. So now the next is to put more of that on there, and then the fan's gonna come down and right on there. So that's what I'm gonna do, and we will be right back. I don't know why I say that, I could just cut to it. All right, looking like delicious orange icing on a cake. Let's get this bad boy seated here. That shouldn't be a problem. Although, you know what, just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna just a little extra dab across the grommet. Here we go. Now, let's get this bad boy in here. There we go. Nice, nice. Okay. And then start getting the screws in, as you do. Same idea, as much of a star pattern as one could muster. All right, she is sealed right back up. All right, and it is all back together. It's got its new RTV gaskets inside, its new / old glow plug, and a new atomizer screen. Now, I am not going to fire it up right away, but let's get serious. It's very angry with me. I am not going to wait 24 hours to test it out. I will let it set up here and cure for a bit. Once Brooklyn goes down for her nap, we will attach it to the intake, the fuel line. Oh yeah, I got to put the fuel line little sleeve back on here. And before we seat it to the floor, we're going to fire it up and see how it fires up. And hopefully it does the first time, because that was the whole point of this grand little adventure. Now let me slide this rubber sleeve onto this steel nipple, and I'll see you once B's down for a nap. But he seems so low that I couldn't say no. And he says with a sort of moan, "It's the cursed cold and it's got right hold, till I'm chilled clean through to the bone. Yet 'tain't being dead, it's my awful dread of the icy grave that pains. So I want you to swear that foul or fair, you'll cremate my last remains." All right, back into the disaster that is my tiny home right now. Let's get this out of there. All right, let's see what we can do here. Gonna need some gloves. There we go. How is this silicone holding up? It's pretty good. Not going to slice through that fuel line. That's probably a good thing. Now, can I reach everything here is the question. Although, where did everything go? Okay. It's all just kind of hanging out down there. All right. Come here, you. You big bastard. And now what am I going to need? I'm going to need a screwdriver to attach the fuel line. Let's roll this bad boy this way. And then what I'm going to do before I seat it to the floor is we're going to put a bunch of that RTV in these little like valley grooves in the floor to help seal this whole thing up. But I'm not going to do that till we have a nice confirmation on resolution. Okay. Here is the fuel line. That's good. That is definitely touching. Screw this bad boy in. Excellent. Boy, all right. All three connections. You can't see it. It's not focusing. Thank you, camera. All three connections reconnected. So, I'm going to place this sucker down here. Going to plug the power back in up here. And just gingerly place the out port here, hose, like that. Just perfect. All right, let's see what happens. Okay. Let's see what she do. Not ideal. I got error 6 2 times, just means that the fan couldn't start up. So I took the case back off and tried to move the fan with my finger, and sure as shit, there was a lot of resistance. After coaxing it a bit, it started up and it's spinning now, but not sure what was impeding it from starting. So anyways, we'll just one problem at a time. Let's see what happens when the fuel pump starts pumping. Yikes. All right, there we go. Fuel pump is ticking away. Well, let's see the bad news because I don't hear it starting up. But I also don't see any exhaust yet. Maybe this is a good thing. Let's put you over here. And we wait. Oh! I think I hear the sound of the engine starting. That's good. That was almost, if that is the case, that was almost immediate. Hear it doing its thingy. I don't have any of the lights yet for the diesel heater, but let's see what happens. Ooh, we got 1 bar. Do you have any white smoke yet? Nope. And it's definitely started up. Okay, progress. And of course, I don't know if that's because of the new atomizer screen or the old glow plug, but it seems to be working. We've got, yep, we got hot air coming out of here. We got no exhaust. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna power this down and put the cover back on and make sure that fan's not actually impeded, because yikes, that was nerve-wracking. The tiniest little bit of exhaust. Looks like normal exhaust to me. Can't even really see it on the camera, for crying out loud. Awesome. All right, so we're gonna power the sucker down and fire it up a few more times before we call it good. All right, case is back on. I tested the fan with my finger, as I do. Should be okay. Start up number 2. Oh yeah, fan starts up that time for sure. Okay. Must have just been like, I don't know. Okay, pump just turned on. Yep, I can hear that it ignited in there, which means no white smoke out here. Startup number 2, great success. Now I'm gonna stop heating up this chamber and let that gasket set. And then I guess we will, all that's left to do is mount it back to the floor. And this project is done. All right, so in theory, this should be super simple. I'm just gonna take a bunch of this stuff and kind of put it around the hole here so that any potential exhaust leaking out doesn't come back creeping up into the cab of Lucky, right? The biggest trouble spots, of course, are these grooves. I will try my best to do this all the way around. Obviously, this would have been better to do before I hooked it up, but this is a very awkward quarters to work in, so we just gotta do the best we can with what we got. And what we got is a lot of red splooge. Yummy arts and crafts. This bad boy and splooge. Here. Find your screw holes and you should be good to go. Looking good, Lucky's diesel heater. Well, I think I'm gonna call that a job well done. It is all seated back in there. I'm gonna let the silicone all cure up and all of that, and the fact that it started up twice on the first go round fills me with a lot of confidence, and we'll just run her on high and keep her nice and clean, because as a quick reminder, this is the same heater I had when I started my van life journey back on October 18th of 2021, and I've only had to replace a fan on it so far. Well, no, gaskets too, but live and learn. I think I'm gonna leave this one here though, because I got a fondue dinner to get to, and then I got a trip to pack for tomorrow. Grace's maiden voyage, a long, long way away from the tiny home on wheels. Thank you very much for watching, and until the next one, just go out there, be happy, be creative, be yourselves. Most importantly, be positive, and remember, only dead fish go with the flow. Then throw all your garbage out. Whoa! Got it? Good job.
I got it. I'm gonna take
Here,
it for
please.
a ride.